Operation Carentan. Operation Carentan and Operation Carentan Roman II were security operations conducted during the Vietnam War by the U.S. 1st and 2nd Brigades, 101st Airborne Division, and the 3rd Brigade, 82nd Airborne Division in Thừa Thiên Province, South Vietnam from 18 March to 17 May 1968. Background: following the conclusion of the Battle of Hue, Lieutenant General William B. Rawson, the I Field Force Commander, ordered Major General Alonto M. Barsanti, commander of the 101st Airborne Division, to deploy the 2nd Brigade, 101st Airborne Division, and the newly deployed 3rd Brigade, 82nd Airborne Division, to take over the Jeb Stuart operational area. Operation Carentan I. The initial phase of the operations called for the 2nd Brigade, 101st, and the 3rd Brigade, 82nd, to secure Highway 1 between Landing Zone El Paso and Pequemenes 17, and then to secure Highway 547, which headed west from the city of Hue towards the Ashau Valley. On 18 March, the 1st Brigade, 101st Airborne Division, established a command post at Firebase Birmingham, Tenkham, southwest of Hue, overlooking Route 547. The following day, the 2nd Battalion, 327th Infantry Regiment, was sent further west on Route 547 to seize an old French fort, while the 1st Battalion, 327th Infantry, advanced along the northern side of Route 547, and the 2nd Battalion, 502nd Infantry. These moves were unopposed, and engineers began building Firebase Henry 16.349 Deg in 107.516 Deg he/16.3 French Fort. The 1st Brigade continued moving west along Route 547, and on 21 March 8 west of Firebase Henry Company. After overrunning that position, Company C then found a larger group of bunkers. Company M moved to join Company C, and they overran the position, losing 6 killed and 20 wounded. Several hundred meters further west they encountered more Pavin bunkers, and this time their assault was repulsed for the loss of 6 killed and 52 wounded. The units were withdrawn so that air and artillery support could be brought in. When the assault resumed the next morning, the Pavin had abandoned their positions. As the U.S. forces continued their advance, they encountered small groups of Pavin, who would usually abandon their positions rather than stand and fight. General Barsanti ordered the 2nd Brigade, 101st Airborne, to search the foothills west of Hue that held the Pavin's base area of 114. On 22 March, the 2nd Battalion, 501st Infantry Regiment, and the 1st Battalion, 502nd Infantry Regiment deployed into base area 114. Over the next few weeks, 35 U.S. soldiers were killed in firefights with the Pavin, while a misplaced artillery barrage killed 11 more. Pavin losses were 175 killed. On 27 March, the 1st Brigade established Firebase Bastogne, which became the brigade's forward operating base. More than 20 artillery pieces were soon in place, putting the Ashau Valley within artillery range. Operation Carentan Roman II. On 1 April, Operation Carentan Roman II commenced in the same general area. On 3 April, a UH-1H medevac helicopter serial number 66-17043 from the 498th Medical Company, 55th Medical Group, 44th Medical Brigade was shot down while evacuating casualties. A small unit from the 502nd Infantry Regiment reached the crash site, rescuing 3 survivors, while the dead crew chief's body was only located several weeks later. On 29 April, the Army of the Republic of Vietnam Arvin Hacbao Black Panther Reconnaissance Company of the 1st Division made contact with a Pavin force in a hamlet 4 miles 6.4 km northwest of Hue. They exchanged small arms fire until elements of the 2nd Brigade, 101st Airborne, arrived and cordoned off the area, blocking escape routes. Artillery airstrikes and helicopter gunships then attacked the hamlet, and Arvin forces then swept the hamlet until contact was lost at dusk. Pavan losses were 352 killed, while ARVN losses were 8 killed. On 1 May, elements of the 101st Airborne's cavalry unit engaged a Pavan platoon 10 miles 16 km northwest of Hue. The Pavan withdrew into a bunker complex, which was then targeted by artillery, airstrikes, and helicopter gunships until contact was lost at 1945. Pavan losses were 82 killed for U.S. losses of 1 killed. On 5 May, 3rd Brigade, 82nd Airborne engaged a Pavan force 11 miles 18 km southwest of Hue until contact was lost at 16:0. Pavan losses were 82 killed for U.S. losses of 8 killed. Carentan II ended on 17 May 1968. U.S. losses were 156 killed, while Pavan/VC losses were 96 killed and 157 suspects detained, and 488 individual and 93 Rus-served weapons captured. Aftermath. Cumulative U.S. losses were 214 killed, while Pavan losses were 2320 killed. Immediately following the conclusion of Operation Carentan II, U.S. and ARVN forces launched Operation Delaware into the Asau Valley.